Chris, what's your reaction to naming a starting quarterback and getting that piece of the puzzle solved?
Yeah, we're excited. I know, Baker's excited, obviously. Everyone on the team is rallying around him, and I'm excited about the opportunity. For all of us, we've had the same theme since he got here and since everyone's gotten here. Focus on your job. For me, it's being an elite running back. For everybody else, it's doing their job, being in the right place at the right time, not making it about any competition or who's who, just making it about executing on every play.
Christian, what's one thing you've learned about Baker since he's been here that maybe you didn't know?
I don't know. You never know what to expect when new guys come in. I can tell you what, though, he's been very diligent. He's extremely smart. He works very hard. He's in here 5 a.m. every day. He's a great guy, great teammate. And I think the way that him and Sam, that dynamic has been incredible. Very professional, competitive, but as respectful and professional that you could imagine. So he's been awesome to work with, and I'm extremely excited to continue that.
You alluded to this, Christian, but kind of how Sam handled all this. Matt, I think, called it professional. Could you speak to what you saw out of Sam during this process?
Yeah, I've gotten to know Sam very well over the last 2 years, and he's been somebody who, from the inside looking out, has had to take a lot of crap from a lot of different areas, and hasn't said a word. Just shows up every day, does his job, focuses on what he can focus on, controls what he can control, and it's admirable. And they named Baker the starter, obviously, and Sam came out and had an amazing practice, and I think that says a lot about who he is as a player, but as a teammate as well. So, yeah, I have nothing but ultimate respect for him.
You guys notice that?
What's up?
Did your other guys notice that?
I don't think at the end of the day, like I said, from the start, it's about worrying about your job and executing. But somebody who's been around the game, I just thought that was something that the way he handled it, the way Baker handled it, the way both those guys have been in the meeting rooms and practice, it makes everybody else's job easier and it eliminates all distractions. So, it's always been about football, and I think that's important.
How rare is that? I mean, because a lot of guys get ticked off and say, I want to be traded to another team, or they'll come in the media room and go off to the press. So how rare is a guy that keeps his composure like that?
I don't know. It's not rare for Sam, though. That's all he's done is been a professional since he's been here. Work his ass off every single day and do his job. And through the highs and lows, he's maintained the same person, the same friend, the same teammate. And like I said, I just have a lot of respect for him and the way he's handled everything.
You're not scheduled to play on Friday, but are you itching to play? Are you itching to get out there? Or?
Yeah. I can't wait.
Have you let the coaches know, or are you just trying to focus on the plan and go through that?
Oh, they know. I'm excited. They're excited. We're all excited. Yeah.
Christian, I get you don't want to talk too much about Ben's offense, but what things are there in this offense that you're excited about, that you feel like maybe you can take advantage of your skill? When you're looking at this thing from a distance, what can you tell us about it?
Yeah, I think putting the ball in the end zone is obviously the goal, and moving the ball north, getting first downs. He has so much knowledge in so many different areas, and I think being able to learn not just what your job is, but why your job is what it is ultimately equally as important. And I think just being able to play fast, it's a scheme that's meant to work, and so it's up to us to execute. So I don't know, that was a long answer. I didn't give you any information, but, yeah, I'm excited about it.
How do you think they fared in the joint practices and in the games as well?
Oh, it was great. We've gotten so much good work with them. Like I said, my job, they're so talented across the board. So there's so much talent. There's so much great leadership, veteran leadership. There's young guys who are hungry and making plays. For me, it's about making them right, setting blocks up correctly, making them, making their job look easy by doing my part. Chuba and Defoe and all these guys doing their part and Lovett, Spencer Brown, all these guys. I think that's been the focus in the running room because they have so much talent. They're going to open up the holes. They've been great in pass pro. We've had a lot of good competition, against New England, against our guys every day. So the work never ends, but it's been great to continue to grow with those guys.
Matt said today that O-line we saw out there today is probably what y'all are going to roll with while Bozeman gets healthy too. But just kind of wondered your thoughts on it, kind of a mix of young and some veteran guys too.
Yeah, it's exciting. I think a great problem to have is depth at the O-line position. And, there's guys who have played a lot of ball who I don't know if they'll start. I don't make those decisions. But, once again, I don't focus on who's in whatever position. But I know that there's a lot of guys, more than 5 who can play football. And that's exciting as a running back, obviously, but for our team also that they're competing every single day and just upping their level of intensity, of urgency, and detail.
Austin just spoke to us and talked about how Campen really knows his stuff and the technical things that they do. Are you able to see different techniques or tactics, if you will, in that front line from your position at running back than before?
There's a level of sync, getting in sync with the O-line that has to happen. But for me, I just focus on my job, be at the right place at the right time, set the cuts up, and hit the hole.
What's the difference in Shi Smith early off-season program to right now?
Shi's grown a lot. Sky's the limit for him, in my opinion. He's going to be as good as he wants to be, and I think, we're going to keep pushing him along. He's a guy that he has so much skill and can be a serious weapon for us. But there's another step that I know he knows that he can take, and so we're urgent in getting him there because he's a special player, a special talent, and I'm excited to see the next steps and the levels up that he can go.
I want to ask you one other Sam question. You mentioned the criticism. He's just taken it and not said anything. How much is that? Because the whole thing about the competition is going to be just, if not fair. How much does what he's had to take has been just or unfair?
I don't know. That's not for me to decide. It's part of our game. It's part of being at this level. You're going to have to take some heat. It is what it is. If you don't want to do that, then don't play the game. It's an honor to play football. There's a lot of ups and a lot of downs. I just think it's, from a teammate perspective, watching the way he's handled it has been awesome. Like I said, it's been very professional and respectful and understanding that it is part of the game, and all he does is control what he can control and like I said, work hard.
Hickey's still developing as a pass blocker, but how much fun is he to watch, like when you're tape review, run blocking?
Yeah, he's an exciting player for sure. And like I said, I think we all just are so urgent to continue to watch him grow because he's a gift and a special player. And I think it's so good that he's got guys like Moten and Corbett and Elfline and Bozeman and all these, veteran players right by his side who can bring him along to level up to that next step because, he's another one who is an exciting player for sure.
Do you remember when he was drafted? Did you see highlights or how much did you know about him prior to that?
I don't scout, college and I don't know who we're going to pick. I always hope it's O-line. I love O-line. But no, I think, when we did draft him, obviously I looked at all the highlights and stuff, and I knew he was a special player. I had met him when he came here on his visit. And, I was extremely excited when we drafted him, and for all the same reasons that I think everybody else was as well. So I'm excited to continue to grow with him.
Christian, Friday night, I know obviously you're not technically supposed to be playing, but for the guys that are out there, what kind of a test is this Bills defense for this offense?
Yeah, it's a game like for everybody. We all go into it approaching it. This is a game week. And what a great opportunity against the Bills. They have had so much success. The thing that stands out, about them, one, they're extremely well coached. They fly to the ball. They play good up front. They're talented. They run to the ball well. Safety play is great. Those two play really well together. I think 49 in the middle obviously can run north and south, side to side. 58 Milano is a stud player who makes a lot of plays, flies around, gets to the ball well. And then obviously they have two good corners and a good nickel who can play. So, and their D-line's good. So it's a good test. It's a really good test and great challenge going into the year.
Talks about how excited you are for the season. There's a smile on your face. Baker's talked about how he has a chip on his shoulder. It's been a rough kind of 2 seasons for you previously. Heading into this season, is there a chip on your shoulder? You know, we know what you can do, but do you think that there's maybe something that you have to prove?
There'll always be a chip on my shoulder. Yeah, always will be.